Hello everyone, it's Questquenchers here today, and I just want to talk about the Dragon Age Veilguard. Basically my first impressions. So I want to say that so far it's okay. I've got to the point where you meet, I think it's Emmerich, something like that, the necromancer. So far it's been kind of slow. It's taken a little bit to, meet the gods and stuff, but I had a dragon battle. It was pretty cool. It was over very quick, mainly because yes, I do have it on the I have combat sort of just to get through it. I just want it the kind of easiest kind of thing. I don't really care about combat. I want to know more about the story. Although the combat is kind of like a clicky, kind of like it just kind of feels okay. Pressing X for light attack, Y for heavy attacks. And then you got all your sort of kind of special moves on your I guess your left trigger. You press left trigger or right trigger, one of the twos, and you can stomp the ground and kill everything rather quick, or you can sort of fly kick anyone kind of thing. The rage kind of like mechanic for the warrior, I'm not too sure about. I think it's like I'd rather just be a stamina bar, and I can use certain amounts of abilities that drain my stamina, and then it kind of comes back over time. Rather than attacking makes me rageful, and then I do that. I do prefer the stamina system kind of thing. I think that just feels better. And then, yeah, so the story, the characters, the characters are okay. They're, Balara is kind of a bit waffly and a bit annoying. Davron seems very sort of stoic and hard kind of thing, with a little soft side kind of. Nev seems very quiet and thinky, and she does have a bit of sarcasm to her voice. She seems kind of cool. Harding, for some reason, her voice doesn't match the person for me. I just can't gel them well together. I don't know why that is. But yeah, she seems nice. She's, she has the heal ability. I use her for that in combat and stuff. So it's not too bad. She has some mystery about her with these, dwarven powers and kind of thing. So it is very kind of interesting. There's a lot here to unpack and find out. And like Davrin has a griffin. Like, what? Okay, cool. It's clearly a baby griffin, because hopefully it'll grow up to be a big one. And but if it's for like aerial combat, then I imagine Grey Wardens were riding them, so they do grow up to be big. So yeah, and there's the whole quest about rescuing the griffins kind of thing, which is pretty cool. But yeah, so far it's an okay game, I'd say. It is taking its time with the main quest. The side quests are like not very much. Go here, go that, collect that. They are like glorified fetch quests kind of thing, and go here, kill that kind of thing too. And the companion quests are just you follow the character, have a talk, and you say something at the end, and that's basically it. So far, what I've encountered. So yeah, there's, it's okay. I'm getting used to the art style now, and my brain is kind of like detaching it from a Dragon Age game. It's like, yeah, this is a Dragon Age game, but it's a game within itself. It's kind of okay, but because, it's attached to the Dragon Age brand, you do want a little bit more from it, which it seems to be lacking right now. I made a choice which, kept one kind of place okay, and then the other place was like not okay. So it's like, okay, so it's still okay, but not okay. It's not destroyed, and it isn't anything now. It's just kind of like, oh, it's got a different aesthetic kind of thing. I'd rather it be totally obliterated, so it does matter a lot and stuff like that. Some things occur to make your characters like not do certain things, which it's interesting. But when it comes to like healing the party, they can't do that. But they do dish out harder attacks or powers kind of thing. So it's like it's okay in some sort of sense, and in others not really. But yeah, I'd say overall the game is just okay. It reminds me a lot of it's Starfield levels of okay. But because people wanted way more from Starfield, and I wanted way more from Starfield. What I don't like is the sort of the UI. Some of the UIs sort of mess around, and I don't feel like the kind of right. So say you like pick up a new sword, instead of like the button say, oh, go straight to your character menu, you press the button, it actually like gives a separate screen where you can just equip that. And I'm just like, oh, I'd rather it take me to my character screen, and then I can compare and contrast stats kind of thing. Another thing that the armors aren't like boots, torso, gloves, and helmet. It's just like helmet and full on torso. I'd rather a little bit more separation between it. That would have been nicer. But yeah, so far just those things like annoy me a little bit. Like I just want more customization, but I can't. There is like the transmog whilst you're sort of in your, what do you call it, in the lighthouse. You get to transmog what you wear, so you can wear your armor or anything like that. Which is, that's cool. That's a nice thought. That you can decorate your room, but it's just like placing things on shelves, so it's not really like, oh wow, that's crazy. It's not really that era there, really. So it's, and although like you recruit more of your companions and more the story goes on, the lighthouse does change, which is pretty cool. It's like you're going on a journey, the lighthouse reflects that, which is pretty cool. I do like that. But so far, yeah, I'm not like, oh wow, this is amazing, next level stuff. It's just like, okay, the story's kind of dragging on. I'd like to get somewhere, get more victories, get more defeats maybe, kind of twists and turns, whereas it's just like, go here, kill that, bit of combat, that's it. There you go, done. That's, it's not really me. I expected a little bit more. But yeah, they're sort of like my first impressions so far. I'm only like 10 hours into the game, so I've got like probably another 30 to go. But because I'm getting so bored, I've decided like to not do commentary, just to play the game, get that footage and put it as the next part of my Let's Play. Because it's just like I can quickly get through it without sort of concentrating on commentary and stuff. Even though I know people like it, but like I'm just I just want to get through it, because it's just okay. It's not like really interesting. It's just okay for me right now. It's okay. It'll get me to the Stalker games. They look way more sort of intrigue and immersive kind of thing, and it's different genre, of course. But it just looks like there's more mechanics there, more interesting kind of thing, kind of than I want. Of course, like some of the lore and stuff is fairly interesting. I do hope we go to the deep roads, but I don't know if we might. So that's the kind of thing that I'm being like, oh, do we? Don't we? I don't know. But yeah, that's sort of where I am. Like it's okay. Within, if I look within its own bubble, it's okay. But as a Dragon Age game, it's not the greatest. But it it's definitely the bottom. I think DA2 is above it. But yeah, it needed some more work. It needed some more like thought going into it. I feel like BioWare itself should have, after remastering the Mass Effect sort of trilogy, then remaking Dragon Age, the Origins, the original one. And if they did that first to show, hey, we understand Dragon Age, this is the Origins, but it's remastered with more in their combat, but keeping the real-time effect. So if you want to do both, you can. And there you go, kind of thing. Because like what they did in sort of Dragon Age Inquisition, where you had the real-time sort of strategy kind of like thing, you can get your dudes to go over there, then you can make time go forward a little bit, and then you could pause it again, and that kind of thing. Yeah, which I'd like that more than the Origins combat. Or you could have like you pull the triggers or you press the X buttons and stuff and you attack, which I kind of like. So it's like, oh, you can do either. If you don't feeling like being completely in controlling your person, you can just like pause time, go get your power bar, and okay, you do that, switch to the other character, you do that, and then you just watch the battle unravel. I'd much prefer that. So yeah, that's sort of what I think BioWare should have done first. A Dragon Age Origins remake. Keeping everything as it was, but like new graphics and all that stuff. But same writing, same voice actors and all that stuff. Should have done that, but we got this instead. And we proved that, I feel like they kind of proved that they're not that good at what they, I don't know, it's just, some things seem clunky to me. But yeah. Anyway, that's all from me. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.